Mm. Hello? Are we okay? We starting. Let's figure this out. See. Okay, so I removed a lot of the stuff for loading, so there's no back end for saving because the side quest is gonna be a demo. So we're getting that demo ready. Let me get my headset, and we remove all the Steam stuff. Okay, let me make sure. The thing we're gonna have to maybe do today. Today we're gonna work on the fire sound effects and the Earth Dragon um visual effects. Okay, let me make sure this is on. The other thing I need to do is update the LibCam. Check some stuff. Okay, let me see. Okay. I guess the headset was on, so it just got turned off by accident. Today's just gonna be a short one because okay, so let's not update LiveCam. That's boring. I can do that on my own time. Okay, so let's see. We have the fire effects, and we don't have like a splash. So I'm gonna go through and make sure the audio spells fire. Okay, so these are the fire ones we have so far. I'm gonna dig through some more fire effects. Where are they? RPG dungeon sounds, I think. No. I remember where it was like magic something. You guys are combat magic spells, yeah. So you have a bunch of fires, audio that I have to listen through. Okay, let's start with this one. Okay, that's a cast, so that's pretty good for casting. I'd like it to be faster. And I can always, these are just like the first version, these assets. So we're just gonna iterate. Oh, this one's good. Yeah, I think it's good. I like that one. Cast, just gonna call it that so I can remember I like that one. And this has other little things on it. These are the separate layers. Yeah, I don't like those. I just like the slash. That one's good too. This one might be good for like swoosh. Maybe use it for when the spell passes by someone, because this is the dash, like the slash that goes through. Let's see. And they have like a lot of negative space. You can't loop it, but it's pretty good. And we can reuse these for some other fire spells. Yeah, they're all pretty good for this slash, I think. I just gotta see which one fits better. And then we can delete these. The ones I'm not gonna use, I'm just gonna, because it's a pack that I have, so I can always download it again, but I don't wanna like have baggage of a bunch of stuff. I like the fire crisp on it. I don't know, I just put whatever so I can differentiate some of it. And these are the layers separated. So these three are, so this would be like the ember probably. This is good. So we'll do fire slash a separate ember layer. So I know it's a layer of something else. I don't know. And this would be cool for like it feels like a scream, like a bat coming out of the, like a fire bat, if I have fire bats. See, these have similar names, so I gotta say Screech, Firecast. There's like a some kind of sound that it's as if something's screaming. And these are the layers. Yeah, that sucks. Anyways, delete. So that way we remove stuff we don't need. Okay. Yeah. This has a little, I feel like they add like a little different sound at the end. Oh, thirsty. It's like a two. Yeah, it's like multiple. Yeah, like a multiple slashes or something. That's just, yeah, I don't. Because some of these, I will do like a firestorm with meteors coming down. So some of these will be good for that. But right now, I'm just looking for what I already have enough sush, like a cast, and I have enough to like for traveling fire, like fire passing by you, like as you hear it, it creates that noise. I will probably have to cut it and loop it. But for now, these are good. The main thing I'm looking for now is a hit effect when it explodes. Maybe it's explosion instead of fire. When it hits, when the fire hits, impact sound. Oh, that's like a long. These are all the layers. They need something that can impact. I think this one's. I think the first one. This was decent. Spell impact. Maybe. I'm just gonna put that because I don't know how I feel about it, but it's the closest thing right now that we have. Just a short fire when it hits. Cast. Oh, there's an impact. We have an impact. Okay. It feels like it's a rock impact, but we'll call it rocky fire impact. That's what I feel like when I hear it. I'm just kind of trying to categorize things. There's an impact here. Why is there 2? Okay, yeah, no. Those. Oh, there's a fire loop. Might be good. Fire loop. I hope it's not like a cabin. Oh, like a freaking campfire. Okay. That's the one. That other. I mean, I'm sure there's explosion ones. So all these are kind of meh. What happens when you have packs? Or all the effects are kind of like similar, just a little bit different. They should have like a cast, a looping, and an impact, and then variations on that. But whatever. Let me see if I can. Let's do the way I look for audio, because I have a bunch of audio that I downloaded for just in case. Source, and then in here, audio clip. Okay, so we're looking for fire first. Oh, there's fire explosion, but hold on. Are these the same? I thought I deleted a bunch, but let me see. All these RPG sounds. Okay, let's see. Okay, not bad. One of these could be an impact. That one, I don't know. Yeah. I think it needs more. Burst. Yeah, there's fire loop. Let's see. Like freaking cracking. It's like campfire. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that is not. I don't think these are good. Yeah, it's not good. Let's see, explosion. Okay, so you have. Let's see one more. I think I like the. Oh crap! Where were they? One of these was really good. Sounds like a. I want an impact. That might be good. That one's good. So these two I like. I'm gonna put in here. These rest I'm gonna delete because I don't want them in this game yet. If I need them, I'll bring it back. Okay, so now we're gonna go over explosion. There was an explosion stuff too. Okay, let's see if that one might be good. Yeah, maybe that. Okay, so let's try the explosion stuff as impact, okay? Okay, let's see if we can do that. Yeah, we'll use that. Okay, so now I'll show you where we're gonna put these. I'm gonna play around with them. We're just putting them in to see if they fit. And let's see, spells, fire. Okay, so we have our last spell. This spell summons the last. Okay, and then we have the initial explosion, right? So we have this initial explosion is the casting, where we're gonna have the. Okay, so we have this. We're gonna add an audio source. And maybe, let me see what it looks like. I think, yeah, that's the. Try to make it smaller, see what happens in the game. Okay. And then we're gonna add the audio source. We're also gonna make them networked for now. If there's too much bandwidth, this is the first thing I'm gonna remove because we don't need other players to see this. Network object. Doesn't matter. Transform. Okay, and then we're gonna have audio, not loop, spatialize. Let's see. Oh yeah, sure. Spatialize, 3D, volume like low, 20, not too far. So if you're within 20 meters, you would be able to kind of hear it. Like you have to be really close to hear it full. And then I think I have a sound effects for cast. Or let me see what the other one has. So I have a prefab. The water spells have casting. Okay. Okay. And so I have a network spell cast. Okay. So that's what it is. Network spell cast. Gosh. Spells. Oh wait, we have. Oh no, hold on. Initial explosion. Okay, network cast. What's it? Spell cast. Network spell cast. Then we decided that we wanted some kind of fire. Let's see which one works best. Forgot which one. Oh, this was a screech. I think this was a. And the reason I moved the audio was because I want to be able to remove the plugins that I'm using and work without the plugin. I can, because a lot of times the plugins bring a lot of baggage to the project, and I want to try to clean up as much as possible, and eventually just only have the essential plugins. But most of the time, sound effects and visual effects, if possible, we could move stuff around. Ooh. Okay, so we had the slash. So sound effects. Facial acts. Okay. The spawn time, that'll just be 1. Okay. And it's gonna sound like. Okay. This is temporary too, so just like placeholders so we know how things are working and that there is something in there. Once there's stuff in there, we can always make it better. The main thing is that we want to first make sure everything's put in for every aspect, like casting, the actual effect, and the hit. So that all the pieces are put in the game. And then from there, it's just polishing. But we don't have to worry about things working out or things getting. You just swap in audio, swap in art, but all the mechanics are thought out and they work. Okay, so we have that. Now we gotta spawn it because so the idea right now is that everything's networked so that other players can see you casting spells. And we'll see how it looks from the other person's perspective. Let's see. Okay, right here. This will get destroyed, but now we're gonna change it to use this. It's a little different. The way we're gonna do it is spawn the effects at the center point, fan of rotation. We need all this because we're not gonna initialize it. The idea is that if the bandwidth is a lot, like if we want to cut down on bandwidth, let's say in multiplayer games, if in multiplayer games, usually what happens is you start spending a lot of bandwidth on the CPU on the computer, all the network things that have to do or sync, and so this is something that we can get rid of easily. So I'm going to leave this, and we just swap it for that. Okay, that's something we could do. Blast profile. Okay. And then eventually the other thing we could do for performance is the pulling, network pulling, which I have no idea how to do. So I'm going to stick to the things I do know for now. And if we need to polish later, we can. Okay, so we have the initial spawn. Good. Done. Okay. That takes care of that. Then the network blast. Okay, so this is what actually is going through. And we want this kind of like a looping sound. So we have, this is what's moving. I'm gonna audio source. Oh crap, did I put in here? And we're gonna be a little bit more, maybe 100. People can hear it. Loop, play on awake, spatialize, volume all the way. Yeah, all that's fine. Okay, we have the sound effects. Oops, I think I turned something off. Okay, the clip. Fire burst, I think, yeah. So, okay, let's look. I think there was something in here that was really good for looping, we thought. Do one of these. Doesn't have to be. We'll loop it, so keep going. So anytime you hear it, you'll hear it pass by, is not the best because ideally we just want a regular audio that loops, like a shh or some kind of like that it's burning, not like a crackling, but like it's burning. And then as it passes by, the audio should do the rest. Well, we'll see what happens. We just gotta test it out, and especially in multiplayer, see what other people hear. If I like shoot at you, okay, let's see what um yeah, so we have that. Now we need the impact. So what happens is these triggers have a on damage dealt, they have a damage VFX and an end VFX, like an explosion. This explosion, the network, and we'll have an audio. And the other thing you have to take into account is that all these sound effects are going to be, in a way, competing for each other. So you're going to want to figure out what your volume is and how they overlap or when they play together. Okay, so you have the explosion. Let's do 200 just for kicks right now. Because even at 200, sometimes, like by the time it gets to, like, let's say, what is it? Like here, like this is 100, 200, it's already kind of like down. So we might change how the curve goes, like linear roll off. And we could, and that just changes how things are perceived. And that might be better for this one, especially when they're moving, because they might be different. So that's mostly what like people think, right? As you're moving away. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're at the blast, the explosion. We got a like a. I always remember fire burst, so burst. So we go in here. And we got the rocky fire impact, maybe. No, but we had the explosion. I think that's the one we wanted. Explosion big. Let's do a big. Let's see. Yeah, so when you're okay, have that. Now we're gonna look at it or listen to it. What? Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, headset's low. So, okay, let me get the other headset. Where is it? Okay. See if this one's charged. Okay. We might be able to side load it though. Okay. Linking. Okay, we're on side load, side quest. Okay. here, grab these bells. Okay. I don't think I hear the sound in here. So I'm gonna go in the headset. Can I hear? Oh no, I can't hear here either. Okay, let me see. Okay, I can hear it somewhere. Okay, in the headset. Okay. Okay, so it's not. I don't like. It's too far, too loud. What we have? Okay, that was good though. On the impact, I think the explosion is good. Okay, so we just need to improve the. Yeah, it's not exactly. This one's a little bit delayed. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Where am I? Right here. So see if right this way. On a dragon. Oh, I haven't shown the dragon yet. I'll save that for a little bit. Actually, pretty cool. I'll show you sneak peek. You can control it that way. But anyway, so the dragon's pretty cool, and you can do it 2 hands. I could do 2 dragons at once, and I can. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's awesome. It's all based on rotations in your hands. I kind of like it, and so that's what we're gonna do next is fix the fire and do the dragon, and we'll be done for today. Okay. Let me hold on. I just try don't accidentally cancel stream. Okay, yeah, because I'm just gonna do a little bit of work today, and then I have some stuff, people coming over, and so I need to do stuff, socialize, I guess, and touch some grass. Take this out, and then okay. So the fire. Let's see if we can do fire burn. Yeah, we just need to cut it though. That's the main thing. We'll cut it a bit. Okay, so we'll do here prefabs, spells, fire. So this one reoccurring, maybe not make it as loud. 50. It's linear now, and the volume lower, and then a burn instead. Fire burn. We'll do that for now. But yeah, we need one that's we need to cut it so that it's not. So if you look in here, the way I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this so there's less dead space, and it'll go. So it's constantly burning, and as it passes by, I want you to hear it, not all the time. So I gotta figure that out too. Like, so how far the audio. So if I put in here, because the hard part is again, there's this UI obviously that you can see, but then when it gets to like where you're this far, it's not. Let's say 30. Let's do that, and we'll see. It's just like you have to play around with it because it's hard to anticipate. Well, mainly because I don't have as much experience. But after this, after doing these spells and kind of toning it down and having friends or people in the Discord help me out testing things, we can gauge the sound and see how far off I am. And it's just tweaking and polishing until it finesse it. And once I know kind of the values that work in VR with spatialization, because if you don't spatialize it, then it doesn't matter. Like it'll just always be loud. Depend. So that's the thing. Okay, so we have that. The impact is good. It just can't be too loud, too big. The radius again. The explosion, it's kind of like I can hear it from the back like an echo. So I'm gonna dial it down to 80. But it's good on the sound. Like it, play on awake, don't loop, spatialize. That's the thing I haven't done. That's why it sounded from the back. Because when I heard it, it was like a poof, and it like, yeah. So now it's there, spatialized, so that should be good. Let me see whether any errors. No. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the dragon. The dragon needs, well, the mesh is gonna change. So I'm not worried about that. But we need to work on some of the VFX. We haven't done anything. So we need again the casting when it's cast. So spells, earth, dragon spell. So when we have this portal that we spawn. So instead of spawning the portal, we're gonna use the spell cast. It's a variation of that one because I realized that I am gonna need this for everybody. So the size don't matter. Even this portal doesn't matter much. But let's say because I don't, this is 1111, and then this needs to be smaller. Empty art. That way we can do this in the middle, right? This is local. We can scale this. Don't have any problems. Okay, cool. The other thing is we need some kind of VFX, like a let's see. So if we go back, we have the portals, but they're not working very well. Let's see what we can work with. Do this one, but green. Oh man, if we could only do it a triangle. Is there a triangle one? I don't think there's a triangle one. Rectangle. Anyways, we could just not do this and do this instead. Fine. Okay, so we're gonna remove this. Try this. Remove the particle things. We just have this particle. I'm gonna change it to green. I think I have a green one. Render, portal material. I don't have different. This one's the one I was. Let's try this one. Material for some reason. Not transparent for some reason. Let's see. Check. There it is. Alpha transparent, render side. Both is fine. Left, right, auto. No. Yes. Alpha clipping. No. I don't know. Let's see if that helps. Specular. Okay, so we have the distortion, clear coat. Why is it not? Okay, let me check. There's something's not transparent about this. Uh, you instancing. Yeah, like I feel like I could do the whole thing. Like there's no need to do the effect. Could do, let's see. What if we had a plane? Yeah, I don't like these. Even though the effect is there, I can just reuse the textures and do the distortion myself in a shader. So for now, I'm not gonna bother with it. Just use this. Prefab. Where are these? Okay, so we have dungeon, portal. Some VFX here that might be useful. These are shots, but sometimes big changes. Oh, this one might be cool. Let me see. Yeah. But we need to do like yeah, this might be better than the prism. So we're gonna do this. I'll show you guys what we're gonna do. Muscle, arrow muscle. Okay, so we're gonna go to the prefabs. Earth spell portal. And then here, now we're gonna search for the arrow muscle. And eventually, like all these are just like placeholders. Let me make sure they're gonna go that way, so it's the other way. So these actually look cooler from, yeah, they shoot the opposite way. Okay, these look better from a side. They don't like, for VR, you're gonna be like looking through here, and you're not gonna see much. So we'll have to figure that out. But everyone else is gonna see it, and you're gonna look cool. And then, so let's start tweaking. So we're gonna tweak the parameters. Oh, I forgot to do something else. I'm gonna duplicate this guy and put it in here with my assets. Prefabs, spells, earth, components. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this one. Dragon cast effects, or VFX dragon cast. That right now I don't care. I'm just trying to get things done. Good. So then when this hits green, see, multiple layers. So we could obviously like turn it down a little, so bright, and so we can tweak it later. And then we have the other effects. I'm gonna eyeball it so that there's like a little bit darker because we want variations. I wonder if we can turn it a little bit transparent. Yeah, okay. Then this other one will probably want a little bit transparent too. Play. Okay, so we'll do a little bit more transparent because it's a little bit over the top, which is okay. We're just trying to not give you seizures. Just like I'll have to tweak it and continue. Oh, Sure. Oh, that's the center. So that's what gives you like the brightness thing. It's just a line. So maybe we might not. I'll just remove this. Um, so save and remove the center. And let me see what these particles are. Oh, the particles. They add, it's just they're so fast you don't see it. For now, I just want to err on the side of just caution. So you'll see this will be cool. Yeah, okay. So we'll see how it goes. The other thing we could do is when we spawn these bells to spawn it a little bit further out so you could see, maybe. We'll figure it out. And okay, so you have the casting. Now we have to have the impact. So when it gets hit. Okay, so we're gonna go back to those because those are the best. These claws and rub fish are really good. Shots and hit. That's the projectile. We could probably use some of that for the fire one, but let's see, bomb hit, card hit. I like that one. Let me see if there's more. Oh, okay, I see. Because what we're gonna do is the dragon is gonna keep hitting people. Oh, that one because it's green, but we'll see. Because as it goes, it hits. So it's always gonna hit. Yeah. Even though this one is kind of like poison and the dragon's not poison, we could make it poison, but we'll play around with it. I don't want it. I don't want it to look like goo though. Almost like the. Let me see. I like that. And if we can change it to green as it goes, it's we'll double check. We'll do 2. Okay, so we're gonna shuriken hit, poison hit, and then we're gonna bring it over to the dragon or to the earth spells component. And in there we'll probably start grouping stuff for the dragon together because there's too many things. So once you start getting a lot of stuff in here, I want to make sure we consolidate. And these VFX could be in the art folder probably because these prefab are specifically for functions or functionality. Hey, what's up? What's up? So we're, yeah, so the poison and the shuriken hit, but since I don't have to change the color, I'll probably try the poison first. So we're gonna go into the dragon actually. So we'll go prefabs, we're here already. And we have the dragon spell. Bullet, this is the bullet, right? So as the dragon hits, we have on damage dealt earth, and it has 50 plus hits, so it can keep hitting people as long as it keeps trucking through. So in here, damage VFX. So if there's a damage VFX, we're gonna spawn it. I don't think we have one for this one, so it's this one. I don't even know what this is. Yeah, I don't know that. Oh, because these were separate stuff. Those. Okay, cast. Set that was the yeah. Then we gotta do an impact. 0, 0, and call it dragon effects for now. It's gonna have a network object. We have a spellcast. No, we don't need. All it's gonna need is a network transform, and okay, we have that, and then we're gonna do the VFX. So then set the art and do the poison hit. Okay, so we're gonna see how big it is. So in components, there's a prefab gonna be saved. Delete that now. And with the bullet, so let me see, Earth. We're gonna do a folder for dragon. We'll do dragon spell, and we're gonna drag the components, the cast, and then impact VFX. And then this bullet. Now we have the bullet, and the bullet needs these impact VFX. Okay, and also, okay, so that's it, I think. Let me check. We have the impact. Yeah, so we'll see. Let me see how big these are. Comparison. Oh, okay, so yeah, so it's pretty big. And it also is the wrong way. So I'm gonna, which way is gonna do it? Okay. And then okay, and then let's test it out. And that is it for today. Once we figure this out, then I have to do the same thing I did with the fire, just listen to a bunch of audio and add the audio to the dragon. And I have some audio packs. Okay, hold on. Connect my headset first. Once you're blind, oh, so if people hack in this, is fine. So I'm gonna put a demo. It doesn't have a backend, so it's just Fusion. And so if people hack, is fine. It's just a demo. There's nothing lost. And the idea is to just, I'm gonna put it on SideQuest and let people do whatever they want. But like the idea is to drive traffic to the Discord. And if people want to hack it, it's okay. It's not a big deal. And then later on, I'll say, hey, we're working on a version in SideQuest, or I mean in Meta. And if you guys want to join that, that one has a backend. But I have things that we can do to prevent hacking. It'll be fine. Like most of the stuff is co-op. I am tempted to add PvP, but if I add PvP, people will start hacking and that will impact. But if people hack in a co-op game, it's not a big deal. I don't think, at least. So we'll see. Okay, so let's see the dragon. Wait, oh, they're not open it? Like it was the wrong thing. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's spawn a bunch of people. Oh, come on. Okay. More. Okay, there you go. Okay, so it is it's working. It's cool. Oh, it's just hard to control. Oh, that's why I was thinking of doing joystick, because it's hard to move and the dragon. Oh, come on. Oh, dang it, it's so hard to control him. He's a little fast. So maybe make him smaller or do the joystick. The idea is a dragon hard to control from distance, and I died. Let me see. Oh, come on, stop hitting me. So I gotta check if it's shooting the. Did it do this? Okay. Come on, hit him. You're not hitting him again? I gotta double check if you can hit someone twice. Yeah, let me see if the the spell does work. It just needs to be, I think it does need to be bigger. Let me see. Dragon spell. Okay, the earth portal. Okay. I think everything just needs to be bigger. That can be bigger. Or maybe it can be a little bit farther. And we'll turn it up a little so that maybe we do need to up the opacity. Okay, so okay, let's see how this one works, and we're done. But yeah, this is gonna go pretty smoothly. So now it's just a matter of just putting stuff in, making it fun, and yeah, I wish. Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, it's gonna be fun once I get it out. We'll see ya. What's up? And yeah, I'll. Okay. I can hit this guy twice. Oh, it didn't hit him again. I gotta check that. It's not hitting people again. So once they get hit, for some reason they're not getting hit. So I'll fix that bug, but for the most part, it's there. Now we just need sound effects for the dragon, and I think the spells are good to go. We'll see you guys on Multiplayer Monday and Level Up Thursday. If you wanna test out the game, you have a VR headset, Quest 2 or Quest 3. Just join our Discord and test the game out. It'll be out on SideQuest August. I'm planning August